Happy weekend from Fextralife. If you've been too busy to keep up on the latest in the games we cover, or are looking for a refresher, we've got your back. Let's take a look at the comings and goings across the Fextralife Wiki Network.
Moving like a soldier.
Bandai Namco and From Software have released the next patch for Dark Souls 3, 1.13 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. There's some massive changes to co-op on this that are certain to change the makeup of invasions. When a white phantom dies during an invasion, the host will now be unable to summon subsequent white phantoms for a certain period of time. This change does not apply to Covenant-based invasions. There were also a host of other changes to the base game, as well as multiplayer. One of the big changes was to the matchmaking rules. You can find the entire list of changes to the game by visiting the patches page on the wiki. It's clear that as the game has entered its finish, with the Ring City now released, From Software has implemented some broad changes to shore up the ship once and for all before moving on completely to other projects. The patch also brought a new arena for PvP enthusiasts. Called the Round Plaza, it is the flat arena that players have been asking for and is very reminiscent of the Pontiff Bonfire PvP hotspot. So, what are your thoughts on all the massive changes and the new arena? Ready to ride off into the sunset with the franchise? BioWare has released the next limited time Apex mission for Mass Effect Andromeda's multiplayer. It's available from last Thursday until Monday the 17th on every platform. Players can join elite Apex forces and take part in the next of several ongoing story-based missions that will feature new playable characters, weapons, and items. This mission, Those Alien Artifacts Aren't For You, takes place in Firebase Sandstorm and holds some Remnant secrets. You'll have to steal Remnant artifacts back for Apex without being caught by Ket or outlaw scavengers. Available for this mission will be the Solarian Architect loadout with the modded Remnant bot. You also have access to the Combatives upgrade, which increases the lethality of the assault rifle and pistol, and the Adaptive War Amp, which is an advanced biotic amp that increases the strength of biotic powers. Be sure you're following the blog to find out when the next Apex mission goes live and the details of your objectives. Happy hunting! ZeniMax Online announced an Elder Scrolls Online free play week, which started this past Tuesday and runs all the way through this coming Tuesday, if only every weekend began on Tuesday. There's still a few days left. You can download and play the game on PS4, Xbox One, and Steam from the respective stores. You'll have access to the full Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited base game, not including the DLC game pack areas. Once you create an account, you'll get 500 crowns to spend in the in-game crown store, which you can use on crown crates, unique outfits, XP boosts, and more. Any characters you create, crown packs or crown store items you purchase, and progress you make during the event will carry over if you decide to purchase the game. If you participated in any previous free play events, any characters, progress, crown packs, and crown store items you acquired during that time will still be available to play as well. Throughout the event, the Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited, the Elder Scrolls Online Gold Edition, and crown packs will all be available at a discounted price. You can also purchase Crown Experience Scrolls and the starter pack from the in-game Crown Store at a discounted price for the duration of the event. ESO continues to roll out fresh new content and events, and this is a good time to jump, especially if you're curious about the upcoming Morrowind expansion that will return players to the land where Elder Scrolls 3 took place. If you're taking a trial, and you should, we have a ton of resources on the wiki, including a guide on classes and getting started, so be sure to check them out. And speaking of Morrowind, ESO have given players an introduction to the new Warden class that is releasing with the expansion on June 6th for all platforms. Wardens can summon fierce animals, sprout healing plants from the ground, or cloak themselves and others in protective ice, and the visual style is designed after these wild and natural properties. The three skill lines, Winter's Embrace, Green Balance, and Animal Companions, are all ally-focused lines that do things like buff your party's defense, increase their attributes, or boost elements like magicka and stamina regen, in addition to summoning some impressive beasts. Be sure to visit the page on the wiki to see every single skill. Animal Companions focuses more on damage, Green Balance focuses on healing, and Winter's Embrace is a tanking focus line, allowing for newcomers and veteran options for designing their own customized playstyle. This is sure to keep long-time players busy for a while. And if op-eds are your thing, we also wrote an opinion piece this week that looks at the problems and potential in ESO's economy. Give the article on the blog a read. Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja have announced that Nioh's PvP and first paid DLC called Dragon of the North will launch on May 2nd for the PS4 exclusive. It will be included in the Season Pass or will be priced separately. Dragon of the North will let players venture deep into Japan's embattled northern provinces and will contain new weapons, new missions, new NPCs, new guardian spirits, new enemies, and some new locations to check out. The new PvP mode is still unclear in how it operates, whether it's environmental PvP like in Dark Souls 3, or a separate arena dojo experience similar to the master missions in Nioh. Beyond Dragon of the North, 2 more DLCs will be coming in the future, titled Defiant Honor and Bloodshed's End. Defiant Honor will let players fight in the Bloody Winter campaign of the Siege of Osaka, and in Bloodshed's End, you will bring the Siege of Osaka to an end during the summer campaign. Neither have release dates, so keep checking back with us for more. Blizzard has officially unveiled the new Overwatch event, titled Uprising. The event runs until May 1st on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. For those interested in the game's story, the happenings of the event takes place 7 years into the past during an uprising led by Null Sector, a rogue group of Omnics. The new 4-player Horde mode will let you play as either Tracer, Torbjorn, Reinhardt, or Mercy to defeat the robots and liberate the city of King's Row, and will also allow an alternative mode where you can choose from any of the heroes. The Uprising loot boxes you can earn and buy will unlock cosmetics from the past and can be earned until the event's end on May 1st. Happy fighting, heroes! Developer Cradle Games has announced a Kickstarter for Hellpoint, an upcoming sci-fi RPG inspired by From Software's Soulsborne series. It is scheduled to release early 2018 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC across Steam and GOG DRM free. You'll have to navigate your way through the overrun space station that orbits in real time and changes the landscape and behaviors of the denizens depending on where it is in space. It will support split-screen co-op and PvP, and feature crafting and customization. Upon death, the station and game will change around you. This all unfolds in a third-person combat perspective that should be familiar to Dark Souls fans. Cradle Games is a video game studio based in Quebec, Canada, founded by industry veterans, and as a studio they focus on the RPG genre. For this indie venture, they're aiming to raise around $37,000 by May 9th. To back them, you can check out their Kickstarter page and keep an eye out for an in-depth hands-on preview from us coming soon. Bandai Namco has released a teaser trailer teasing something with the tagline "Prepare to Dine." The clip features a vampire-like vibe with some hack-and-slash swordplay, although the video description refers to the animation as inspired by an upcoming project. Given the cheeky tagline, it's possible the project in question here is at least Dark Souls inspired. An official announcement on the project is coming April 20th. We'll be sure to bring an update on what the game is then. And that's a wrap for the Weekend Wikis. We're looking forward to another great week of gaming fun. Don't forget to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits, and budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks for a great week, and as always, keep checking in with us for news, reviews, YouTube streams and videos, and general wiki goodness. Follow us on social media for all the latest and greatest. The more followers we get, the larger the army of the Fexes grows.